Are you potentially looking to visit or move to Columbus, Ohio? If so, you need to pay attention to what I'm about to tell you, or else your next visit or move could be a disaster.
There are signs of growth right here. You see this almost everywhere you look in Columbus.
We have a supply and demand issue in the city of Columbus. That is why we're seeing rents go up, sometimes double and triple.
Central Ohio is struggling with housing. He says research shows Central Ohio will need to double the rate of home construction in order to keep up with demand.
Growing families in the city of Columbus grieving loved ones because of the violence. Data released from the FBI shows that Columbus was the safest big city in Ohio in 2019 when it comes to violent crime. That includes homicides, murders, and assaults.
Columbus's population has grown 1.1% in the second half of last year, faster than any other city in the U.S.
People from Columbus, Ohio are moving out of the state at a rapid pace. Some say it's the rising cost of living, while others are concerned about the crime and safety. There's also talk about job opportunities drying up, pushing folks to move elsewhere. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you the real reasons why people in Columbus are actually moving out for good. And no, I'm not going to clickbait you like other realtors do on YouTube and then try to sell you on something at the end of the video. See, I'm just here to give you real life experiences from people who actually move away from Columbus. So things are going to get a little rough from here. So make sure you watch the full video to hear the shocking reasons why I might even move out of Columbus, even if my business is here. Number one on our list is transportation. So here's the thing about Columbus. Our transportation actually sucks. We don't have a train station. We don't have subways. We don't have trolleys. So if you're used to living in New York, Chicago, New Jersey, or even maybe like San Francisco, you're not going to have that here. So people that move here and then they don't have it, they end up leaving. So if you're working downtown, you're basically riding a bike or taking your car, or maybe using one of those scooters to get to work. Now, there has been a recent talks that they are going to put in an Amtrak train station here in Central Ohio.
Local leaders are prepared with where the capital city's downtown station would go.
Yeah, so this story comes to us from our partners at Columbus Business First. Renderings from a newly released plan from the Franklin County Convention Facilities Authority shows a two-level station that uses the rail lines beneath the convention center where the Union Station once stood.
But as you know, politics will always play a role in those projects, so we'll see if it actually happens or not. So next on our list is traffic. See, with more people means more cars, more traffic, and a lot of people are moving to Columbus. The roads are becoming more congested. There's so much construction that's going on, and truthfully, people just suck driving here in my opinion. Just the other day I was driving and there was a teenager who was on their phone while driving. The teenager in the passenger side was on their phone, and the person in the back was on their phone. So everybody's on their phone, but nobody's paying attention, to the actual road. So if you are somebody that's really driver conscious, or you don't really want to be stuck in some of this construction and traffic that we have, this probably isn't going to be a place for you. And people that live here, they're just tired of it, so they're out. Moving to Columbus, Ohio can sometimes disappoint those who haven't done enough research about the city beforehand. See, you may find it to be bigger than anticipated, but it's packed with great attractions if you know where to look. To make your life easier, I put together a comprehensive guide to moving to Columbus with all the vital information that you need without having to spend a ton of money on tours and doing your own research and kind of spending your own time, quite frankly. Check out the link in the description below for more details. Reason number three is it's a small city. When you stroll through downtown Columbus, you can't help but feel like something's missing compared to mega cities like Chicago, New York City, or San Francisco. See, here's the deal. We are a flyover state. Actually, our nickname is the Cow Town, so you can imagine what people think about us. If you are somebody that is used to living in a mega city and you have all these options for restaurants and bars and shopping and things to do, then you're probably going to be disappointed living in Columbus, because let's face it, you're going to go out to the best restaurant in town one night and 2 weekends later you're going to go there again because there's not that many options, right? Things start to kind of get repetitive. So I see a lot of people who come from these mega cities, they settle down here for a while, and then eventually they get tired of doing the same thing over and over. And so we are a small city and people end up leaving because of a lot of those reasons. So if you're not somebody that wants to stay in a small city forever, Columbus might be a great stopping ground, probably not going to be your forever city. Next on our list is beaches. So picture this, you're itching for a vacation and beaches are the places that you want to go. But guess what? Columbus, we don't even have one measly beach, not a grain of sand, and the nearest beach is really like 9 or 10 hours away, possibly even longer. So if you're looking for the beach life, Columbus is not going to be the place for that. If beaches aren't your thing and mountains are, well, guess what? We don't have that as well. We've got some rolling hills and that's really about it. So if you're looking for this large outdoor lifestyle around water or even hiking in mountains, Columbus isn't going to be the place that you are going to settle down forever, because guess what? If you want to do that, you got to hop on an airplane and go, or take a miserable drive that nobody wants to do. Another reason why people end up leaving Columbus is the weather. And yes, I've talked about it on 1,000 different episodes of living in Columbus, but you would not believe the amount of people that I bump into when I'm in Florida, you know, for my winter vacation with my family, that are from Columbus or Ohio in general. See, here's the thing. Our weather, it's very unpredictable. It's not pleasant half of the year. So people end up leaving after a while because they can't handle our gray skies, our unpredictable snow when it's 50 degrees out, the hail that we've been having. Honestly, quite frankly, we've got some tornadoes that have been happening a little bit more frequently in the area. So people end up getting tired of this constant feeling of what is the weather going to be like today, and they end up leaving for something more consistent, whether that is down in Florida where it's hot all year long, or they go back maybe out west where it's mild and sunny and no gray skies. Next on our list is family. See, I've had a lot of experiences with clients that sometimes they just have to pack up and leave, and it's not always fun for them. See, a lot of times it's because of family. Maybe their mom and dad are in a horrible situation, or they need help with all the kids that they've had. As you know, it takes a village to raise a family. So you get people that come here for a while and then they have to move away for one reason or another when it has to do with family. Now, here's the flip side. A lot of people move back to Columbus because of family as well, because they were born here, they were raised here, people moved here. So you can look at it twofold, that family sometimes means you have to leave, but also family means you can come back home as well. Last on our list is safety, and it's really concerning, and it only seems to be getting worse in the downtown Columbus area. People are worried about their family's safety, or they're worried for just their safety, and nobody wants to deal with muggings or break-ins or hearing gunshots at all hours of the day and night. So unfortunately, there are some areas of downtown Columbus that crime is just getting worse and worse, and people are moving out. If you're somebody that's gonna have to live in one of these areas, or a neighborhood that butts up to one of these areas, you might want to reconsider living there, and that is also why people are moving. They're tired of it. Here's a personal story. I live close to one of those areas because I bought a fixer-upper. I'm in real estate. I got a deal, I fixed it up, I lived there for a couple years. After a while, my wife and I, we just hit the road and we went out to the suburbs because we were tired of our cars getting broken into, our tires getting slashed, and just kind of all the riffraff that was going on in the area. So make sure you check out the crime and safety before you make a decision whether to move to that area or if it's the right time to leave. You know, I've helped a lot of people move to Columbus, Ohio, and guess what? It isn't always easy, but if you can handle some of the challenges, I'm sure you are going to love it there, just like most of my clients have. Sure, there's some downsides, but trust me, once you see all the good that this city has to offer, you will change your mind. Hey, thanks for sticking around until the end. Before you head out, be sure to click on the link in my description for my relocation guide. It's jam-packed with all the information that you need to make your move to Columbus a piece of cake. And if you enjoyed this video, you'll definitely love the guide too. If you want more content like this, don't forget to check out my other videos as well.